everybody, and welcome to Cop for That. Tony here. Welcome. I'm smiling. Should I be smiling? Liverpool still top of the league. We're still in the Champions League. This video is basically to discuss two defeats that we've just had. Obviously, I've been travelling backwards and forwards from England, going to certain games, aka Arsenal, Newcastle, over Christmas period, over the New Year. Back in America now, aka the Flags, back in the studio, talking about two defeats. Manchester City, let's take care of that first. He went with his tried and trusted midfield. Like I said, attack picks itself, defence picks itself where injuries are not in place. He picks Milner, Henderson and Wijnaldum. Is basic, tried and trusted, go-to midfield. If he could get away with playing that, he would. It's there to set a wall in front of that back four that basically stops Man City playing through the centre. That's what he tried to do in playing that midfield. I don't think Milner's ready, coming back off an injury, and he looks off the pace. I understand the reasoning behind playing Milner, because obviously it's his former team in Manchester City, and hindsight is a wonderful thing. We can look back now and say, you know, the introduction of Fabinho when he came on was awesome. He was brilliant. He ran the game. But we talk about the pace being frenetic at the start of the match with two of the best teams in the world, both playing in the English Premier League, number one and number two in that league, going toe-to-toe, head-to-head. His speed, his mobility might have been a problem. We struggled in the middle of the park at the start of the game. And it was a good game. It was a very, very close game. It could have went either a win for Man City or a win for Liverpool. It was a game of fine margins. The best bit of football we put together throughout the match results in a beautiful through ball that Mane collects. He goes one-on-one with the goalkeeper, beating Vincent Kompany on the right. And he slots it, hits the post. Then all kinds of craziness happen. Hits the post. The Man City audible blue nose central half slides in with the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper kind of punches it into him. It's then going in the goal. And Stones makes an unbelievable slide-in block with Salah basically about to tap it in. I mean, it's a goal. I don't know how it's not a goal. I think half the world thought it was a goal. It's about this close. Goal line technology said it was this close to being a goal. The game of margins. And that's how fine it is. So we don't take the lead. It's a miracle we don't take the lead. But then City really get the chance, and I talked about this in the Newcastle video. You know, we'll give them one or two chances away, and it's whether teams take them. Well, obviously City do. The first chance comes. It's like Van Dijk and Lovren are like this together, and Sergio Aguero finds himself in between the two. And as the cross comes in from the left side, City have picked that side of the field to go at Liverpool. They get numbers and overloads on Trent and Lovren and isolate that as the big weakness. Just hammering the left side of Liverpool's right side. So Liverpool's right, Man City's left. They're putting 4 or 5 players in that area all the time, which says Liverpool should have a lot of joy down our left side of the field. We should be able to counter-attack if the right pass can be played. But City overload and really hurt Liverpool. And again, for me, I said this during the game, why does Lovren not just switch with Van Dijk? Obviously our better centre half is playing on the left. Well, why don't we just slide him over to the right and let's see how he does in that situation instead of kind of, I don't know. Degsy Lovren's getting a lot of heat at the moment, and I understand it. But I'm also a fan of Lovren's. I think he's a good player. I like his attitude. I like the way he is. Back to this. So he's between the two players. The ball comes in, and you would think that Lovren could just step and clear it. Aguero skips around him to here, and he turns. Now, once he turns, you're thinking, get your foot across Lovren. Like, put your whole body in there, but he doesn't. He stands up. Now, at this point, he's on a yellow card as well, and I think he's really struggling with going aground in any way, shape, or form. So he stays on his feet and kind of puts his leg out. Aguero then just blasts it. Very similar to the goal that Sane scored past Karius last year. At Anfield Road end, where he just blasts it through him. He does the same to Alisson. He kind of shoots it from post. This is the post here. His hand's there. He kind of blasts it through him. It's a great goal on his left side to give City the lead. And then there's a lot of to and throwing, a lot of good possession, got a lot of good ball movements. It's a good game. It's a great game. And like I said, the world is watching this game. And then we equalise. It's a great goal. It's a great football. Ball gets played across. It's a beautiful ball, diagonal ball over. It's then crossed across the middle from Robinson, and it's a diving header from Bobby Firmino, the man of the moment. He was the goal scoring machine against Arsenal. Scores a brilliant goal. And again, I'm going nuts. I'm with my Uncle George and with our Paul. We're in the living room. We're jumping up and down. We're celebrating the goal. It's a great goal. I only saw Liverpool going on to win this at this point. And I was sound with the draw. I don't know what was going on in the heads of the players, but basically we had no time to enjoy that goal. 76, 77. Ball goes down the left. It's off a Liverpool attack. We're very short at the back. Lovren makes another sort of mistake, goes to the ball, doesn't win it, finds its way to Sane, and then again, talking about fine margins, talking about inches, talking about millimetres, the ball's driven across Alisson from Sane, and it hits the post and it goes in. And then for the next 15 minutes, Liverpool bombard them. We go with everything. We bring on Daniel Sturridge. We just go. I think we bring on Shaqiri. Fabinho's already on the pitch at this point as well. We're going for it big time, and we don't get the chance. We have a couple of balls cleared off the line. I think 2 clearances, and City take the win. We don't play City again now. We will not see them. Our destiny will not be decided by Manchester City. I said it all season. I said that Man City could win this league. I still think Man City are in the driving seat, even though we have a 4-point cushion. I think Man City could win all 4 trophies if they wanted to. I think Pep Guardiola has the squad. I think he has the players. He could go and win every single tournament, competition that his team plays this season. And I do strongly believe that. But wouldn't it be nice if I was wrong? Wouldn't it be nice if this Liverpool side could go on now, make this the catalyst to go and win this league? We can do it. We can do it. And I'm going to leave it there. All right, so we lose. We're still 4 points clear. We go play Brighton this weekend, and we're gonna smash them. There's no if, buts, where's, whys. We need to put out a statement and obliterate them. I would take 1-0, call that an obliteration, but we need to go get them. Fast forward to Wolves, which was yesterday's game. He goes and plays a team that is experimental. It's youthful. I showed the midfield that he played, and we'll just talk about the midfield really in isolation. So I'm going to just show the midfield in photographs because I met them all in the summer. So here's the Liverpool midfield that played last night against Wolverhampton Wanderers away in the FA Cup. Take a look. And there you have it. That's the midfield that played against Wolves. Like I said, splashes of youth and experience throughout the entire team. I'm really hoping that this team that he puts out basically ends the career of certain players. We've sold Dom Solanke to Bournemouth. We've let Klein go out on loan, who definitely would have started last night, till the end of the season. We won't see Klein again, which is a shame. I'm a big fan of Klein's. Everyone knows that. I think there would have been a role for him to play in this team. Alberto Moreno, Simon Mignolet. So, you know when you never want to see Mignolet ever again the rest of your life? And you never want to see him. You just think, a year ago to this day, I was obliterating Mignolet. I was obliterating Karius. We played Arsenal away. We end up drawing 3-3 in a game we should have won. Goalkeeping errors, and I just went on a rant about Mignolet, about how crap he is. So, as I rock into Manchester Airport, who do I see? Lo and behold, who comes to pick me up, to take me home? It's our mate. It's Mignolet. Take a look at this. You can't write it. You can't write it. You know what I'm saying? It's bizarre. So, that's me and Simon Mignolet. To be fair, I wanted to wish him a Merry Christmas. And he was sound about having a picture with me. Somebody that basically wished he'd never play for Liverpool ever again. So there's one face, and there's my other face, making me very two-faced in relation to Mignolet. But when I've just gone to the Newcastle game, and I've watched Alisson's immenseness, and I've seen it at Arsenal, And to be fair, you've seen it against City as well. There's 75 levels above Mignolet. That's where Alisson is. I've not seen a goalkeeper like this in my entire life. He's amazing. He's incredible. So when we put poor professionals into a team where you expect brilliance to be, you know, at centre half, in goal, in centre mid, as a striker, it's tough to get on board with it. So I think most Reds, and again, I listened to a lot of feedback last night on TalkSport and on other radio stations and media outlets, you know, calling for Klopp to say this is a disgrace, this is the, you know, unbelievable, the team he's put out, the performance of the players, it was below par, we were disgusting, we should be ashamed of ourselves. I'm not bothered. I don't like when Liverpool lose. I never want Liverpool to lose. But the fact that we just lost to Wolves I didn't batter an eyelid. I wasn't bothered. I swerved most of the first half. I was doing the videos, so I'm actually glad I did, because apparently it was crap. It was one of the worst performances Liverpool have put out on paper. But let's be honest, how many of those players really give a toss? You know, they've got their eyes on the next game, which is Brighton, doing a job there and staying top of the league. At the end of the day, it's been nearly 30 years since we last won the league. Let's try and win the league this year. So the fact that we got knocked out by Wolves, I'm not bothered. So, you know, forgive me if I'm wrong. If you're not bothered that we went out the FA Cup, throw a like on the video. Let's see how many of you out there. But I wasn't bothered. I'm fine with us leaving the FA Cup. I was a little bit more bothered about the League Cup, I think. Just because it's the first bit of silverware you can win, and I quite like that competition. But the FA Cup, not bothered in any way, shape or form. It's a hindrance. Now we can have some more warm weather training, get this team. Let's be honest, this team's on its knees right now. We've got no really recognised centre-half. Degsy Lovren, the man, the legend, goes off after 3 minutes yesterday. We bring on a 16-year-old boy, and fair play to him, did not skip a beat. He played a fantastic game. And again, other media outlets, other pundits, other people that do YouTube videos have basically slaughtered him. I think he was brilliant. 16, what was I doing? I was working in I was washing cars. At 16. I was working in a dollar store, Poundland in Morton. I was working there. I was going out on a Saturday night down to Chelsea. You know what I mean? Hitting clubs up. I was doing that. This kid's just made his debut for Liverpool at 16. We also played the likes of Camacho, and we played the likes of Jones in that team. So it was very young, 16, 17-year-old lads all playing together. Second half was better. We go 1-0 down. It's a mistake between Milner and Fabinho. Fabinho's playing centre half. Milner's playing centre mid, but playing way too deep. He's basically on top of the defence. He's trying to protect the 16-year-old lad after Degsy goes off with what looks like a hamstring injury. Wolves score a scrappy goal. Mignolet stays on his goal line. Mignolet's crap, let's be honest. I mean, Mignolet's Mignolet. You get what you get from him, and it's not good. And then, you know, fair play to Liverpool. We get a good equaliser through Origi. It's a good finish. It's a nice goal. And then we seemingly are in control of the game. I'm looking for a replay that I don't want. Like I said, I'm not asked. And then they score. Neves. I had him in my fantasy league at the team at the start of the season. I had him for 8-9 weeks, and I'm talking to my mates, and I'm like, I thought this lad was supposed to be some sort of player. I thought he could, supposed to be scoring goals from all over the place. I saw him do it, and my cousin goes, yeah, well, that's a championship. You score 18 goals in the championship. It works out to be 1 goal in the Premier League. And lo and behold, he scores a volley. Again, could the goalie have done better? Could we have pressured the ball better? It's a great goal. I'm not going to take nothing away from it. It's a great goal. And that's basically it. We bring on Bobby, we bring on Salah. We look strong in the last 15 minutes of the game, but it's too late by then. We've played our cards. We've put them down. A defence that is Moreno, Camacho, who's really a midfielder playing as a right back. It was awesome on the pre-season tour, by the way, and I do like this kid. Fabinho's a CDM centre mid, and a 16-year-old lad making his debut. That's your defence behind Wally, Brain, Mignolet. So we got the FA Cup, and like I said, I quoted this Forrest Gump line before. That's all I've really got to say about that. I'm not bothered in any way, shape or form. I'm not bothered, and I'm not bothered, and I'm not bothered. And if you're not bothered, like the video, because we're top of the league. We're still 4 points ahead of City. We don't play them again. They can't in any way, shape or form interfere with our pathway to glory. So let's hope we can go on. We can lift that Premier League. We can go a little bit further in the Champions League, which we're going to struggle with now because obviously we've got Virgil van Dijk out for the first leg and no other recognised centre-half in the club that is fit. I think Joe Gomez and Matip will both be back before we play Bayern Munich in the Champions League. Cross everything, Reds. Cross everything that we can keep this first 11 on the pitch. Cross everything that Naby Keita is going to do something. Naby Keita, I could rant on about him all day. When's he going to do something? When's Naby going to look like that player we all thought we were getting? We're all thinking we're going to sign this amazing, unbelievable, the replacements of Steven Gerrard, this number 8, this brilliance. Is the number 8 the curse on the kid's back? I've seen nothing from him other than the first game where he was alright against West Ham to say that he is the footballer we thought we were getting. So I'm very disappointed in him. Adam Lallana, we can't get him on the pitch. He's never fit. He can get lost as well. I would say there's 10 lads in this group we can just get rid of at the end of the season and happily get rid of. But, we've put a squad together good enough to win the Premier League. I think. Alright, this has been Tony. This has been Cough for That. Put loads of likes on the video. Subscribe to the channel on YouTube. Turn on notifications. Never miss a video. And let's roll on for Brighton. Alright, ta-ra for now. Ta-ra. Ta-ra. And you'll never walk alone.